We'll be going live here in just a minute, people. You just chill out. I just had to get him when he's in the middle of a...
Gonna go live.
Yeah. All right, see you in a minute.
I love you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the show you never knew you were waiting for. Brought to you live at one time from a basement located somewhere in the Midwest. Digital Barnyard presents The Digression.
And I'm not sure how I got there. I'm going to admit it was a day, for lack of a... I mean, we started at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. is when we ingested so much. Let's just say they weren't the right mushrooms in the omelet, as we were talking earlier, even though we weren't really making omelets.
That was a funny...
No.
What did I find that funny. On...
kind of like that baby.
Reddit, yeah.
The baby. But anyway.
Yes, the baby. Yeah.
Here I am. There's this Little League game going on. It must be like some Little League World Series shit, right?
Okay.
I'm under these bleachers, right? And there's like the fucking stands are packed, right? And it's fucking crazy. And I guess it's a tight game because everyone's losing their minds. So apparently they're trading hits and trading runs and what have you. But I'm sitting there and suddenly I realize I'm completely fucking naked.
Oh, okay.
I'm under the bleachers. No one can see me. I'm under the bleachers, and for some odd reason, I'm holding a fucking onion.
I don't even know why I have a whole seat. I'm just on the edge. Okay, so you're holding an onion.
I'm holding an onion. I'm naked at a Little League game, under the bleachers, holding an onion, and I just wanted to be home, and I wanted it to be a dream, and then I woke up, and it actually was a dream. Has that ever happened to you? Where you have those dreams? No. Where you have not the naked under the bleachers during a Little League game with an onion dream, but I mean those dreams where you're just like, oh fuck, please be a dream, please be a fucking dream.
Yeah, I've had those when you're in them. Yeah.
Can I just wake up, please? Hey, is this on?
And then what happened? Or is that it? Were you done with the story at that point?
Yeah, I was, because remember I was talking about where they were trading home runs?
Oh, I missed the word. You were so stealth with the goddamn word, I missed it. The two words I gave him were trade, which you... Excellent. Trading or trade, and onion. Thank you. Fucking God. So, yeah, trading, you wove that into the story so perfectly that I missed it.
I'm a word weaver.
You're a weaver.
A word weaver.
Jesus Christ.
Weaver, that's
so bad.
That'd be an interesting last name.
Kick us off the air.
Weaver.
I think that's I want to say there is.
There is, but I mean, you could have a plethora of first names that would really be like salt in a good broth. You know, just brings a little bit more like Weaver, like Wally Weaver.
So you just Wally Weaver. It's true. You reminded me when you brought up broth. So you're bringing up bone marrow. Like, that's the main ingredient. We were talking earlier today about how your wife and Christine, their friend was in town. By the way, did you send her a plane crashing gift?
God,
you missed.
Damn it.
So she doesn't like flying, apparently. And so he sends her planes crashing in many different ways.
Just before she's getting on the plane.
Anyway, so they would both of them kind of went to bone marrow. They wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, because Mike was talking about this toast that he had, and it had a bone marrow spread. And he said... He goes, you wouldn't think so, but it was really fucking delicious. And I'm looking over at Christine and Brenda, and they're just like, they got this no fucking way look on their face.
Sure.
And I told Mike, you lost him. You're done. I said, right there, that could have been the best fucking toast they've ever had in their life, right? And they'd eat it, and they'd say, Jesus fucking Christ, that was the best fucking toast I've ever had in my life. And then you say it's bone marrow, and they're like, oh, but it was good. But if you say, hey, here's bone marrow on toast, but all
the soups, that gives the soup broth and whatever, all the stock.
Because that's how you can tell when you've got your bone marrow, you have a proper amount of bone marrow in your stock when you put it in the fridge. And then when you take it out and you have that layer of aspic along the top, it's like that gelatin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's how you know there's enough?
Yeah. You want to make sure you have a nice, if you've got like a gallon, you'd want like, maybe a third to a half an inch of aspic in there.
I mean, shit. Aspic.
Aspic. A-S-P-I-C.
Okay,
yeah.
Got it.
But no, you're right. You're spot on.
Yeah.
It's like as if it's like, people who don't want to see how the meat's made.
Yeah, they want to eat the meat and not feel like that
animal led a horrible life just so I could have this burger and throw half away. I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
We know I'm guilty. I don't eat, but I can't go up and say, hey, can I get half an order of
burger?
I'd like a half burger.
So would you like a little burger?
Hey,
sir?
could that be a business? Half burger? You buy burgers by the half.
Yeah. Or I mean, this wouldn't sell, but recycled meat. People don't eat it on their plate. We put it back on there, grind it up, fry it again. Here you go. Nobody would eat that.
They wouldn't.
No.
Because you could still make it good. I mean, because you cooked it up, and it would always have to be well done. Obviously,
you could cook all their germs off of it too.
Yeah,
right?
you cook everything off of it, and then you could make like a fucking shepherd's pie or some shit like that, or like a goulash.
Yeah,
goulash. Who's gonna know the difference, right?
It's just fucking sauce, meat, and noodle, right?
Caraway recycled meats. Don't ask where we get it. Just put it in your belly.
Why are you... but we got Mr. August Nuclear here. Mr. Daniel, what's up? Gross. And he says, why are you talking about smoking tube steak smothered in underwear?
See, but Daniel is back.
Yes.
I like how he brings his friend Homer phobia.
Yes, Homer.
He brought Homer.
Mr. Phobia.
Mr. Phobia, how you doing, buddy?
Mr. Phobia. God damn.
Daniel, how have you been? I trust you've been well. I hope all is well. Good. Better than it was for
hopefully
the last little while. But I hope it's getting better for you, man. I really do.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
Yes. We will soothe you. We won't.
I don't know what that was. Just doing a thing.
If JP sounds a little bit like Barry White tonight, he got a different mic today.
You never know.
We have the same mic now.
I had a bunch of gear that was just like, it was holding the dust for me, which I was appreciative.
That was good. Yeah.
But yeah, so I took all that gear and I got something useful, better. And I like the sound, actually. And
yes, it's good.
Actually, when I get the Cloud Lifter in the next day or two, it's going to sound better.
Less room noise.
Less room noise.
It's less room noise than we normally have, and even more so next week. Tune in for the greatest sounding digression podcast.
I'm thinking of, I'd love to be able to soundproof this. Like deaden it, but I understand.
All that would turn into is a cat scratching post. Like
every
other precious item.
I just put habanero oil in like a little vinegar mixture.
Okay.
And then...
So everybody knows that'll screw up the sound, John.
No.
You can't put vinegar in it. You'll have to fix it with something else.
The vinegar will evaporate. And then all you're left with is the oils from
it's really going to take the presence out of the room.
You could be onto something.
I'm either on something or onto something.
Yes.
One of the two. And the answer is yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What's going on in the world? We got Ready Player One opens today.
Yes, there are some tonight, actually. Yeah, normally they did this whole midnight thing, and now I've noticed who knows how long this has been around, they don't do midnight showings anymore. They actually have like a 7:30 and 9:30.
You know why?
No.
They were missing an audience. That's an extra day that they could have that audience.
More money, more better.
Yeah. Now, even though the midnight thing was a blast, because I saw all three of the Matrix midnight shows. I saw all three of the episode 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars.
Yep.
Midnight shows. And those were, and Lord of the Rings.
All of them? Too, really? Wow. I didn't know you were a big Lord of the Rings head.
I'm not a big Lord of the Rings head, but I like the story.
You appreciate the story.
I like the movies. I loved the movies. Now,
Same. Yeah.
Even though I had to fucking watch the movies in the theater, right? And then they came out on DVD, and Kayla got the DVD set.
Oh, boy.
We had to watch that again.
Well, it's better than Twilight.
And then the extended fucking DVDs came out.
Yeah.
We had to watch those. And we're not talking watch. We're talking fucking binge watching. I still have feelings about this.
Yeah, I think we needed another 30-minute shot of a yellow door. That's what we needed.
It wasn't even that. Multiple endings. I don't need 10 endings.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, the hobbits is jumping on the bed. Again, in slow motion. It's like some bizarre Hobbit porn.
Yeah.
I just didn't. And then now why does, and the end, it always fucks with me. So Bilbo's got to get on this boat now
to go to like some promised land.
He's got but what is he? I don't know. I just want Bilbo to get laid. I think he's earned it. You know, I think you should take him to the island of Hobbit pussy. No,
Bilbo was married. Frodo was the. Wasn't it? Yeah, Bilbo was from
Frodo.
The
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I meant Frodo.
Yeah. Yeah, but Bilbo, I think he got laid.
No, he got laid. I'm talking about Frodo, sorry.
Yeah.
But no, I think Frodo definitely should be taken like to the island of lost Hobbit girls. You know, who just
oh wow,
you know, those little Hobbit girls with daddy issues. That was his thing.
Okay,
Frodo had some twists, man. I mean,
he did.
I don't make
the ring really fucked with him, and now he's got like this.
Yeah, he's got this.
It's like
other ring.
He just got off the H type of deal, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
he got his Prince Albert, and he calls that the One Ring now.
Huh. Okay. All right. So Ready Player One, we'll have to check that out one of these times.
Ready? I don't think it's going to be there, but I hope that was a parenthetical, if you didn't catch that.
What?
I hope that they have the Zork in the movie. I don't think they're going to.
Oh, yeah.
I've just got this sinking.
I saw a bunch of cultural references in there that weren't in the book. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, and I think
is fine.
It is fine, but I think I as chaotic and stormy as I am, I like there are particular purities that I like. I like when you read a book and they make it into a movie. I like when they stay with the book as much as they can. I don't think they need to change it or add that, because you know the reason that book did so well. Now they're trying to reach for a larger audience. I get that. They want to make their money. But include everything from the book. Like Zork, like all through the book, once they got to Zork and he's standing outside that house with a field to the west, I'm like, oh,
the White House?
I felt it move. Yeah. I felt it move.
Yep.
And
yeah, I agree. I don't think you need to change too much up about it. I mean, I think this is probably, like you said, it's going to be made into a Hollywood thing.
And the D&D, you know, did you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I listened to it.
Yeah, I listened to it. So did I. It opens with the D&D thing, and then you had the joust, and you had...
Yep.
I mean, that was the stuff that really drew me in to the story. Mm-hmm. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure we're going to like it.
I love the world he painted, too. Like, it was, in my head, just the way he wrote about the world, it was just fucking vivid as fuck. Like, I can picture exactly what it looked like.
Because they got into the school first. Because that's what it was. It was learning. So they took him into the school, and then that's when he started figuring that he can break out. Is Homer saying anything? Do we have anything?
Yeah, he said, "Nerd feast, here we go." And then he says, you know who write good books? Johnny Perker. He forgot the A. So Johnny Perker.
Johnny Perker. Perker is he's from Somalia.
We went through the audiobook a little bit this weekend.
Yes, we mastered it.
You got it all done. We figured out the little formula. So you are basically...
Yep, got the normalization. I got some minor edits to do yet, and I'm doing the final listen through, and then that's ready. We got the hard copy today.
What's your release date looking like?
We're talking about mid-April.
Mid-April?
Mid-April.
Wow.
I think that's what we were talking about.
Okay, well, I don't know. We weren't talking. It was basically come up with the release date, and we'll figure out how to push it on.
I think mid-April or the end of April.
We're going to try and market it.
Yeah, we're trying to hand it marketing.
And we're going to see what happens with that.
Digital Barnyard Marketing Extraordinaires, plural.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's the other side of this corporation. Got it. And also, who writes the Bosch series? I need copy. This is all Daniel.
Oh,
I believe he needs a copy of your book.
No, he's the Bosch. Bosch is a show series on Prime.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah, I think I watched an episode or two.
What's the premise of Bosch?
Just tough guy who helps other people do stuff, and sometimes he does stuff on his own. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's just centered around the personality of this thuggish person.
Like, where is it? American? Is it British?
Yes, it's American.
All right, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
You know, it's weird. I have a hard time warming up to like Netflix movies, Showtime movies. I don't know why, because they're quality. I mean, the shit they do is beautiful.
Yep.
You know, but it'd be like,
it's weird. They don't have their credibility yet. You know what I mean? Like they do to a lot of people, but to the rest of society that's used to going to the silver screen to watch shit, it's almost like that doesn't really have credibility yet.
And the thing is, when I say that, it's actually good stuff, because we've watched quite a bit of it. It's like, holy fuck, these guys know what they're doing. You know? But it's like when I see something new coming out, unless it's like something big, like, you know, Altered Carbon.
Yep.
You know, let's fuck that storyline up. But
they did. Yeah.
Still, now, even though I say that, it has its own fucking sea legs, man. It does. It stands on its own. I mean, if you haven't read the book, it's a beautiful fucking movie. Even if you've read the book, it's a beautiful movie the way they did it and everything. I just don't approve of some of the merging and the changing of characters.
So still check it out, but read the book or listen to the book instead.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
oh wait, you're so you're African American. Okay, no, now you're going to be Caucasian, and you're going to be male. Dude, here's your wife back.
What?
Yeah, one of the dudes, the main character. He's one of the main characters. This is it's just typical storyline shit. One of the guys who's helping Kovac. He's an African American gentleman, and his wife is on stack, right? So she's in prison. So they get her out of prison, but they put her in a Caucasian male body for the duration. So his wife, who was African American and female, is now Caucasian and male.
And was this in the book as well? No, they just added this in.
They just changed. Yeah, they just changed. Yes, they just changed everything.
Why would they?
And they made the husband, the African American dude, he's not a mainstay in the book.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
His wife, who's on stack, is, right? But he's not. We see him a little bit. He's where he needs to be.
Gotcha.
But then in the series, he's like a main character.
I just want to catch up with the chat here. Mr. Daniel says the guy that writes those series is really good. He's talking about Bosch.
Mm-hmm.
Trailer Park Boys are coming back on Netflix. And he said, while I was locked up, I got into reading the Bosch series. That cat's out of the bag. Locked up, eh? Government timeshare.
Government timeshare.
Yeah.
Well, if you were reading them in your government timeshare, how do you not know who writes it?
It wasn't doing that much time. Just enough time to read the books, but not care about the cover.
Not look at the title.
Absolutely not.
No, that's what Googler's for.
That's right.
Just look up Googler.com. Well, it's Google. We call it Googler down here. We're tight.
Yeah.
We go way back.
You and the Googler?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you do, because if you did, you would have invested, and you wouldn't be sitting here.
Oh, no, if I would have.
A man with a job.
Well, or Bitcoin, huh?
Or Bitcoin or Apple.
Speaking of Bitcoin.
It's been crashing lately, right?
Well, yeah. But there's Litecoin, there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum.
Oh, God.
No, these are the top ones. There's a list that spans a lot of things. And then there's one more, Ripple. And I'm actually watching Ripple because Ripple's going for about 50 cents right now and a piece. And that one, when you look at some of the big predictors out there, they're talking about that one, going up, like quadrupling, if not more than that in the next 12 to 24 months.
Oh, really?
So I'm contemplating throwing some money at it.
50 cents a piece, yeah. I know my buddy Ben, he invests in some of that stuff too. I mean, it's been tanking, but sometimes it's not like he went in and invested 40 grand. There's enough money to be like, here's the deal. I'm just going to let it sit and see what happens. So.
Now, just think if you would have thought that back in 10 years ago when Bitcoin was trading at $2.
Not even, right? Wasn't it?
No,
wasn't it way cheaper
that was about
than
the lowest I ever saw. It was like $2.50, something like that.
Okay, per Bitcoin.
Yeah, but then,
excuse me.
Yeah, about that $2.50. But imagine if you threw $1,000 at that.
That's a risk at that. For me, 10 years ago.
Oh yeah,
$1,000 was a lot of money.
Okay,
which it still is.
Let's say $100, so that would give you 200 shares, right?
I don't want to put $1,000 on this 50-cent thing you're talking about.
No. But let's say, But let's say back then you put $100. You bought $100 in Bitcoin. Let's say at $2.50 each. That would give you
many. I'm not going to do the math live on the air.
250, something like that.
I'm not even going to do the math off the air.
But just think what that would be worth now.
Lots of money.
Lots.
Well, hindsight.
Money.
Hindsight's 2019.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
It's 50-50.
Hindsight's 50-50.
You're not wrong.
Ronda Rousey is an angry fucker. She does not want to be confronted or even have her past. She doesn't want to be confronted with her past or even have her past hinted at.
All of us in the MMA community, not an MMA fighter, but all of us who have been following the MMA community, we're just like, hey, welcome aboard the Ronda Rousey's a bitch train. We've known about this for ages.
No. I know that, yeah. But I mean, just you'd think that you're doing these shows, you're doing interviews, people You don't need to be like that. I mean, he asked a question, you know, it's like, do you wish you could blah, 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 go back in time and do it right? I can't travel back in time. It's like,
you know what sucks about this too? So she's seen as like this big figure in the movement of women, right? I'm sorry, but you couldn't have picked a worse head of your fucking movement. And you know what's crazy? The more women I talk to are big into like those ideas and, you know, pushing this sort of thing. They don't like Ronda Rousey either.
Well, do you think the thing that she's doing now is, do you think it's just a backwards plug for the WWE thing, just coming off as an asshole?
So I would say absolutely. If I was somebody who was not informed on what she was like in the UFC.
No, I remember what she was like in the UFC.
Yeah, and her interviews and stuff. I mean, she was pretty happy and stuff, but she put on this completely fake persona when the other girl was around that she was fighting, and during certain times, like it's tough to explain. Yeah. She was two different people, and what she's portraying in these interviews and stuff, like she puts walls up. She's not used to losing.
Yeah, because the one interviewer hit her up with that. He goes, you got 12-0, and then boom, 2 losses in a row.
Yep.
You know, and it just seemed like that. What did he say? It just seemed like that was lights out. It just destroyed you.
Yeah.
And it's like you didn't know what to do with failure. And I think she obviously she took that as a slight.
You put Ronda Rousey's success, but with the demeanor, personality, and I don't even know what else to describe. You put Miesha Tate in Ronda Rousey, and you're fucking good to go. If you listen to Miesha Tate, she was kind of the rival for a while there of Ronda Rousey, and Rousey always had the better of her. Got the better of her, and it was... But Miesha Tate was just this humble, nice person, great interview, walks up and talks to people who aren't famous, you know what I mean? Like this, who she is in the camera is who she is all the time. You can tell.
I see what you're saying.
And where Ronda is just like, it's. Think about this, though. Ronda Rousey, in high school, drops out sophomore year to pursue an Olympic thing, right?
Right.
She's training all the fucking time. She hasn't lost. She's going to the Olympics or whatever, so... I don't know what her record was. I don't think she tasted loss, though. Maybe once before she got to the UFC. And then she went on that big streak of being undefeated. And then she got that loss. And
it just destroyed her.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Finish her.
I was hearing an interview with Chael Sonnen has a podcast. Chael Sonnen was an ex-UFC fighter.
Right.
He also went to the WWE for a little bit to do a thing. Well, he was interviewing some other wrestler, Chris Jericho. Have you heard of him?
Oh, yeah.
That guy's been in the business for a long time. And they were talking about Rousey, and it was fucking just to show you what kind of woman she is. Chael brought up that he can't talk to her anymore because she's married now. She won't return calls. Like, she's got this thing where she just doesn't talk to other men when she's married. Like, he says, like, her people skills aren't very good, but he likes her. Like, she's a good person. She's like kind of a little kid in some aspects.
What's Holly Holmes up to as of late?
Holly Holmes she's still a fighter in the UFC.
Is she still a good contender?
Yep. I think she's up there. I'd say top 5 in the division. Yeah.
Okay, yep. So when's she going to go for the next belt? Or go for a belt again? Because
I have no idea.
Who has the belt now?
Oh God, is it still shit? It's why am I fucking the name up right now? The Brazilian. Kick the shit out of Rousey.
Don't they all have Brazilians?
No, John, they don't. You're the problem, John.
How do you know they don't? I mean, I would. I mean, you see, I don't think I'd want that hair pulling up around there.
I want you to go up to Ronda Rousey and say that. I just want to see.
No,
I want to see her hip toss you, and then you on the ground going, oh fuck, what hurts? All of it. It's actually faster to ask me what doesn't hurt.
My blood hurts.
My blood hurts.
My blood hurts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't, for the life of me, I'm sorry, I can't remember her goddamn name, but
that's okay. We're going to let that slide. We're going to let that happen.
She is trying to defend her belt, and then she wants a super fight against Cyborg.
I've never seen Cyborg fight, but I hear it's very pleasant to watch.
She's fucking beast, a violent beast. It's
but
insane.
In a fun way. Like,
no, I don't know who the hell could take her on.
I don't want to take her on. Girls who like hit really hard. Well, girls who hit it all. I'm not a big fan. Yeah. I mean, not that I like guys who hit, but I'm just saying.
It's crazy.
Just hitting.
She's not just a mauler. Like, she actually, people look at her and go, oh, she's just, she's stronger and bigger than the rest. Like, no, she has technique, and she's got a chin, and she
can take a hit. She
knows ranging. Like, she's technically sound.
What do you mean ranging?
Like, her range of when somebody throws a punch to know
when to.
Like, Anderson Silva was a master at this. He would be standing at a range that he realized that your fist would still hit him in the face, but not do any damage. So he wouldn't even move his fucking head. He knew he was so good about range. The maximum extension of the guy's dominant hand, so the farthest punch that they could. Which one is it, farthest or furthest?
I think you're farthest. Both ways.
Whatever. You don't know either. And it would just hit him, but not do any damage. That's how good counter.
And then he just deliver.
He knew what range to be at. Just get touched and well, bam, you're done.
Mm-hmm. I'm more of a fan of sucker punches, and if I'm going against Silva,
fuck sucker punching.
Well, Silva's going to beat me up, so I'm going to have to sucker punch him. I'm going to say, look, rat. Bam! I'm going to hit him in the head with a shovel.
Have you heard of?
I mean, don't get me wrong, Anderson Silva. I'm really not going to hit you in the head with a shovel.
Anderson's not listening, John.
He might be.
No,
is it one of his friends? Because 7 degrees of separation. Everybody knows Kevin Bacon, that whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we're 7 degrees separated from Anderson Silva.
We might tell somebody. They tell somebody. Somebody who knows somebody overhears it.
True.
Next thing you know, we got Anderson Silva in the chat saying, I'm going to fuck your shit up.
If Anderson Silva came at me and said he was going to fuck me up, you would hear the highest pitched scream, followed by probably my own thumb in my mouth and just in the corner just going, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Make sure the camera's on because this is going to be good for hits.
Although, if I'm going to get my ass beat, why not get my ass beat by Anderson Silva? Because he's going to do it in the most efficient way possible. He's going to clock me once across the face. I'm going to go out cold. I'll wake up and be like, fuck, that wasn't that bad.
You're thinking the referee's going to be there to stop him from going more.
No, he's got honor. Most
What about Ronda Rousey? What if you can get your butt kicked by her?
She would kick the shit out of me. Are you kidding me? Any man who walks up and says he's going to kick the shit out of Ronda Rousey is fucking stupid.
No. I'm saying if you're going to get your ass kicked, would you rather get your ass kicked by her or Anderson Silva?
Anderson Silva, because I have more respect for Anderson Silva.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So
it has nothing to do with
MMA
gender.
Fighter girl would you want to get your ass kicked by?
Oh, good question. I thought of her name, Amanda Nunes. No, I would probably pick...
See, how does that feel, by the way?
What's that? Oh, yeah.
One of the answers 10 minutes away.
Where you see her face, the person's face, but you just I don't know what your name is.
and the definition's I'm on the way, man. Mm-hmm. I can't go any fast. I'm hanging up.
Well, I'd have to pick the heaviest hitter because I want to make sure I'm fucking knocked out. So probably Nunes or Cyborg.
Well, what if they're going to lick your wounds and shit after and get you better?
Are they going to lick my wounds after? Okay. Big fights this weekend. Not this weekend, but the next.
I'm just trying to dive a little deeper than skin.
I want you to take these things you're saying. I want to get you in an octagon with a woman who wouldn't put up with them, and I want to see what happens to you.
I am very respectful to women.
To their face. You are correct. You are very respectful to a woman.
No,
to their face.
Come on. Even behind their back, I'm not crass, crazy.
No, right now you're being very respectful of the women fighters. They're going to lick your wounds afterwards.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Don't get me. Okay, I'm a chauvinist.
You're being
okay,
real.
I'm a chauvinist.
These are things you wouldn't say with them looking at you going, "What did you say?"
Well, yeah, and if they're going to be taking this shit seriously, yeah, no, I don't want to fucking do that then. But if they're tongue in cheek and no pun intended,
Jesus Christ,
and they're they know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's okay.
He's a silly man, John. He's going to say silly things, so now you know what this is. You can't hit him.
Don't hit him. Yeah, he's just not fair.
Just the noise you would make if she fucking came up and just straight up judo tossed you just on the ground. Oh!
Or that sound you never thought you could make.
Oh, yeah.
You would the sound you never want to hear coming from yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, just please burn this. Yeah.
I do not ever want to sound like that again.
Yeah.
Let's see. We were talking. We watched about Huckleberry today.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah. So Trump. It's been a quiet week for Trump. Which is okay.
Someone's avoiding something.
Something with the blonde hair.
We're not going to move on. here's what we're going to get into.
Oh, here we go.
Fucker.
Here we go. This is it. This is happening.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is real.
This is real. Any of you shit-faced, stupid, fucking, mostly white people from the podunk fucking sectors of our goddamn community think that it's okay to think that these children in these fucking schools are acting at a school shooting.
Yes.
Are fucking stupid. Please,
and
kill yourself.
Whoever's doing the whole thing with the girl tearing up the Target and saying, no, it was the Constitution. Mm-hmm. And then the photoshopping, after affecting, premiering, whatever, whichever you used to do it. They're like, come on, man.
I'm going to go front and center again here. Old people of America, you Trump voters, great. All right, I'm looking at you first, and the rest of you people who think this school shooting was fake.
Mommy, Daddy, you
and the people who are out there spreading around this picture of somebody or a GIF or whatever of somebody tearing up the Constitution, guess what? There are these wonderful tools called software. Software is not real in the sense that you can hold it in your hand. It's a thing that's loaded on a computer.
That's the thing with with spinny things.
It's a thing that does computing, and people have figured out, because
it's
not 1960 anymore, that we have figured out ways to, in motion video, add things, subtract things, and make it look
like
really
other
real.
Things.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not hard.
Remember when you went to the movies and you saw like that
cartoon
in
the movie?
Yeah,
like a cartoon in a movie.
But it's like that, but looks real.
It looks real.
Yeah, these things exist.
It was a target.
These things fucking exist. That woman was not tearing up the Constitution.
She was tearing up a Target. Somebody did some pretty goddamn decent CG.
Yeah, I would
to make it look like she was tearing up the Constitution, but she was not. In fact,
that's for the talent of the artist. Yeah, there's another one. The Seattle Seahawks burning an American flag in their locker room.
They did.
This is one I heard from people. No, they didn't.
No, I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't know about this.
No, they did not burn an American flag in an NFL locker room.
Where did they burn it?
They didn't burn anything. It was a fucking made up story. And then somebody post Photoshop pictures of them sitting next to each other, and it was the most obvious Photoshop of a garbage can that wasn't even lit up the same way as the room with an American flag burning in it.
Something like the Onion would do.
Yeah. But it caught on and people believe it.
People are stupid.
Yes.
Do you know what? I've noticed that the bulk of people I interact with, not all, but a good lot of them, take the path of least resistance when it comes to thinking.
Yeah.
Which is so goddamn unfortunate, because you're so much better than that, and we're as a whole, the human race, we're capable of so much.
Absolutely.
But no, we're just going to kill each other and argue over inane shit that really has no bearing on anything of merit.
I think a good rule of thumb, and I'm sure you'd have a good way to spin on this, but anything in your life that seems obvious, question it. All these things anything in your life you should question.
Question everything.
Question everything. And once you reach to the point where, I got answers for this, fine. It's evidence.
Well, yeah, because if somebody
but if question authority, especially
here's
authority.
An opinion I found, and you go, hey, I like that opinion.
Let's repost
I'm going to share it.
Yeah.
So somebody posted somebody else's shit who had probably been posted by somebody else, and blah, 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 all the way back.
It's like a bad chain letter.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking chain letters. And when you just post that shit, if your timeline, what did I have in that thing? If your timeline is just posts of other people's opinions, what is yours worth in the long run?
I just think the world's too goddamn gullible.
I wouldn't say they're gullible. I'd say they're tired. They're tired. They're lazy. It's just like
sure.
When you have some of those, like, I don't care if you look at Fox News. I don't care if you look at CNN. I don't care if you look at CNBC. Right? At least you're informing yourself of whatever it is you want to put in your head. What I don't like are some of these. I don't like the skim.
Yeah.
I hate the fucking skim, and simply because, don't get me wrong, they're giving information, but they're giving it in little. Here's your dollop of information. This is all you need to know about this story. And I think it idiofies people, and I think people are welcome to idification if they can get enough information or enough knowledge, whatever it is, to fill that responsibility for staying informed.
But you can change the entire meaning of anything by the way you word it and what you leave out. Like, for instance, statistics does this really, really well. Let's say, for instance, a company has been in the red, meaning they're losing money all the time, and they say, you know what, but this year we had a 50% increase. Well, a 50% increase of $0 is $0.
Oh, that's good. I like that one. Right. Can I use that?
Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, it's another thing. I remember columns I would read at the beginning of a fantasy football season.
But wait. The 50% increase, doesn't somebody say of what?
No, nobody does. It's just painting a picture to make it sound like you've sold more or whatever. Fantasy Football did this whole article. It was 100 stats that don't tell the whole story. And if you took it was this article this guy writes every once in a while, 100 different facts about the football season last year that don't tell the entire story. If you take it for face value, you go into your fantasy football season being the biggest moron of all time. It's just plain stats.
Just like the skim stuff.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Here's your portion.
Yeah, exactly. Here, this is all I'm going to give you, even though there's a lot more there.
Well, a portion by definition is a little bit of the whole.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, it's a helping. It's not the whole thing. So,
but these important stories probably shouldn't be skimmed.
No, that's what I mean. Because there was, I've known a few people. It's like, oh, I don't watch the news because I just get the skim. It's like, think about what you just said.
What time's your HQ?
What time is it?
8:30. You missed it by a half hour?
Yep.
Oh, we were going to do a live HQ on the air.
But we got talking.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
That's $250,000 that I really didn't need. What am I going to do with it? Yeah. Really? I mean, seriously, what am I going to do? I'm just going to get in trouble. I'll be found.
You get in trouble now without
I'd be pulled over
grand.
In my 1972 Chevy pickup, a brown paper bag full of hundreds laying spilled out on the floor in the passenger seat. I'm all fucking drunk on Yukon Jack.
Got 28 balls in your pocket.
No, I just have the Bindle papers.
Oh, you've done all 20.
I don't remember.
You've been up for 14 days straight.
Yeah, and then I get interviewed by People magazine about where are they now, the lottery winner guys. Mm-hmm. And I'd be that guy.
Nice. That's a good thing. I mean, I think that right there you're picking the path of least resistance to bring it back to your original topic. People pick the path of least resistance.
Probably am.
You would use all that money and blow it on blow. And
no, I wouldn't. No. Maybe a long time ago.
Yeah, old JP.
Old JP could get in trouble with that shit. But now this JP would not get in trouble. Pay bills and pay stuff off. Maybe get a slightly larger house.
Maybe get like what was it? What was the vehicle? Your midlife crisis?
My midlife crisis vehicle. Yeah, my GMC Terrain 2012, low miles, good tires.
Good tires. Yeah.
Because those things are feature rich, right?
Oh, God.
Right at the base level.
Yep, right at the base level. Yep.
And then you start adding the cool shit on. It's like, wow, man, there's like really cool shit in this thing. Low miles, too.
That's not a midlife crisis.
Good tires.
That's a solid purchase.
That is a solid purchase. But it's still, it's like that would be my idea of a midlife crisis.
Well, you're always in a crisis, though. Like the way you buy things. Yeah.
That's not a crisis, though. That's just...
You're just... maybe not a crisis, but you're... Generally, a midlife crisis, they buy something they can't afford to bring them back to their youth, right? Isn't it? Maybe that's a style of midlife crisis.
That could be. Yeah. That could be, yes. But no, I just like stuff. I'm impulsive and irresponsible, and at times irrational.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
So, but you know what? I think right there, I'm in touch with myself.
I'm glad you're in touch.
I know.
Not touch yourself.
I know what this is.
Yeah, good.
So. I'm doing my best, Ma. Just trying so hard ever since Pa left for the war.
How hard have you really been trying?
Oh, it depends on what I'm trying to do. Which efforts are we talking about here?
I don't know. All of them?
Well, no.
Group them up into one. How about this? Let's use your 50-50. How about 50% of your efforts? 50% of the things in your life.
Well, I grind hard pretty much on everything in my life.
Oh, no, where's this going?
No, I'm serious.
I know.
In my job, I'm pretty passionate about everything, so I'd have to say I'm always giving 100%. Even if I'm focused on fucking something up.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you doing? I'm fucking this up. What does it look like?
You follow through. Like, why are we doing this? Oh, well, it's because
it's what we're doing.
Because it's what we're doing. Yeah, I would say so.
I do like those little loops we get into sometimes that I usually force people into.
Yeah. Well, generally, because I'm not very handy, so when I get into crazy situations where somebody's like, "Oh, we're just going to doctor it by doing this and drilling this," I'm kind of looking at it going, "That doesn't make any sense to me," but I have no confidence in my fix-it-ability, so we're just going to keep going with this.
Are you intimating about my MacGyvering?
Not every time, just a few times.
Oh, okay. Well, usually my MacGyvering works.
Your MacGyvering was, I have to say, 90% of the way with this shelf. He put a keyboard shelf in on this new desk, and I think he got a 90%. I think it would have been a 9 out of 10. Certified fresh.
Certified fresh.
For sure.
And when you said keyboard drawer, it's like for an 88 key full
massive
keyboard.
Yeah, massive full piano
keyboard.
type keyboard.
Slides out.
Weighted keys.
It's got hoo-ha thingies, slow close.
Yep.
Wasn't hard to do. In fact, I need to...
but I have to explain.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Do you remember the MacGyvering where it failed?
I need to take that little video that I did and send it to that dude on Imgur who was my inspiration for doing this. And say, look, man, I saw your thing. I did mine. Check it out.
Nice.
Bitch.
You have to show him the first time you put the keyboard on the drawer and tried to close it, though. That's where you lost that last star.
Oh, no, that's that.
It did. It
I know
wasn't
what you're talking about.
It wasn't quite measured perfectly. So the keyboard, when it was going in, it caught something on the table, so you couldn't shut it all the way. So
yeah, I just had to slide the keyboard down.
All the way to the right-hand side.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's fun.
Yes, because it fits under this side, just that side for some odd reason. And that odd reason could be bad measuring on my part.
No,
well
done.
I'll take that. But just move it down a little. Fuck it. Just move it down. It'll be fine. God damn it. Why are you making a thing? You got to point out where all my fuck-ups in front of all my friends.
The heroic thing you did, and one of the smartest things.
Heroic.
No, I wouldn't say it's heroic. It's very smart.
You did say it was heroic, and we've already accepted your...
We'll go with heroic. The engineering brain in you, that dowel. So underneath the table, he built rails on wood or whatever, and the wood is there to kind of hold the rails against it so the thing will slide. To measure, to make sure the wood was the same distance apart from the front of the table to the back of the table, he made a dowel.
Well, I got tired of fucking measuring under there. It's like,
he made a dowel that was perfect, like toward the front, where it was a little more snug, and then the back it was off by about a 1/4 inch.
Yeah,
and so you use that to measure to make sure it was good.
It's like, okay, shim, shim, shim.
Fucking smart.
Shim, shim, shim. Shim, shim, shim. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that was smart.
And bam, drawer.
It was one of those times like, God damn. That's the perfect tool for that situation. Yeah, there you go.
That was a perfect
MacGyver in a tool.
I remember that one night when you're like, I don't think that's going to work. No, it's going to work just fine. What are you doing? I'm drilling through fucking metal, man. It's not going to work.
2 or 3 bits. Yeah.
Yeah, and then finally it's like, you get on, it's like, oh, fuck. That bolt don't fit in there.
Yeah.
You're like, I was trying to tell you that. I know. You were right.
Yeah.
That was pretty goddamn entertaining.
It's always the same reaction, the hand on top of the head, the scratching.
Yeah. I did
All right, well, it's never a panic moment. It's just like, well, how am I going to MacGyver another thing to MacGyver to this MacGyver mistake?
And I did it.
You're like the Bob Ross of MacGyvering. It's just a happy accident right there.
Happy accident. Yeah. See what we're doing here? We're putting a sunrise in
and everything's got a fucking mountain when it only needed a hill.
See just little bits of happiness all over that tree.
I don't think he spoke like this.
He had a very light voice the way he talked.
He did, yeah.
Yes. And sometimes when he was on the show, he would talk a little deeper. But
it's sure. It's like we're just going to run all the colors at the bottom there. We got phthalo blue.
We got phthalo blue. This is skylight orange.
Titanium white.
Look at that. Look at that. See what it does. See those eyes just pop.
We got was it something red crimson?
Red crimson.
Yeah. Yellow ochre.
Yellow ochre. One.
These are all of those. These are real because he's on Twitch 24/7. He's on Twitch. You want to go to sleep to some of the best shit ever? You put on.
I can't go to sleep to like noise.
Really?
I can't. I don't even go to sleep with music.
God damn! I have to have something on to sleep.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Something needs to be there.
I just can't do it. I could. Because I can't sleep during pretty much anything.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm taking a 20-minute. I can have like Soma FM, Lush, or Drone Zone on.
Really? Okay. But not...
Safe. Best served chilled, safe with most medications. That's their byline for the...
I like it.
I do too.
So every night you and Brenda both go to bed with complete silence?
Hmm?
Oh, no kidding.
Wow. Well, she snores.
Yeah, that's after she's sleeping. We're sorry, Brenda. We'll cut that part out. We're not going to cut that part out. That's going to stay in here. She doesn't understand it's live right now.
No, it's already edited out. Because you don't hear it now.
We'll have to bring in Dave, our old producer.
I miss Dave.
Yeah.
There's times he'd run around, no shirt, no pants.
Still had that rubber band around his arm, though.
Yeah, looking for that needle.
Love the flood.
Chasing the horse. So, any other movies coming out?
Any other movies? That's the only one I'm excited for is Ready Player One.
I'm getting ready to watch the new Star Wars. I didn't see that one. That was at The Last Jedi.
Oh, you have to tell me what you think of that.
Did you see it?
I did.
You did. I know it wasn't really well received. And you know what? I think because the last few movies have kind of been I liked it because it was Star Wars.
Yep.
Right?
You saw The Force Awakens.
Yeah. So but the big thing I kept seeing about this movie was the Vader wannabe with his pants way up here.
Oh, those people aren't paying attention to fucking anything.
No,
Those are not the people to listen to about the movie.
But you just keep seeing the picture and the meme of
yeah.
It's like, just don't do that. This is what you get though, Disney, for straying from the fucking canon.
No, you're straying from the canon of the books you enjoyed. That's not
no.
canon.
The entire canon of Star Wars from the book series, all of the books.
Yeah.
They all took place in the same universe.
But those movies came out before books were written about them.
No.
The Star Wars movies.
No, I'm talking after Jedi.
Yes.
Or after, 1 through 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Then people wrote books in that same universe, right?
The books have been written since the 70s, dude.
Yeah, but the movies in the 70s came out to inspire the book series, right?
Well, sure.
Yeah.
But then
okay.
That was the Star Wars canon because they were official Star Wars books.
Oh, so Lucas signed off on this is the actual canon?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. No shit.
So you have the Star Wars canon that was consistent. All these years it's consistent. And then Disney buys it and says, fuck that canon.
Yeah.
We got new stuff. We're going to make other Star Wars things that are going to be...
They remade A New Hope.
Mediocre at best.
They remade one of the movies.
Well, they didn't remake it. You're talking 4?
I'm talking the Force Awakens was very New Hope-y.
Oh, really?
Yeah, big time. The one you've already seen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This second one is interesting. It's not like that one at all, and it is...
Well, let's hope I can finish it, because the last Star Trek couldn't finish it.
They turned into action movies. I'm not a big fan of that.
Beyond action movies, they turned into... that was close. I mean, it's like watching 2012 with Cusack, and I love Cusack.
Star Trek was all about the story and the human aspect of everything.
Yeah,
it was never all action.
With this Abrams reboot, they were doing a great fucking job.
I thought so.
You know, but then that was 3, right? The one with the white lizard-looking lady?
Yes.
Where the ship comes apart.
Star Trek Beyond.
Yeah, the ship comes apart in the upper atmosphere, right?
Shit, dude, I barely remember that one.
So what I'm getting at, it's coming down, right? And everything just kind of... And they crash, but luckily close enough they can walk to each other. You know, hey, you good? Yeah. Thank God for Cusack.
Oh, the realism broke you out of that?
Well, no,
really? That's what it was?
No, I mean, it was just too convenient.
Yeah, I get it.
Too convenient.
I think the new Star Wars, I'm not going to ruin anything, but it's just out of all the movies, it's the one that felt the least like a Star Wars movie.
That's a bummer.
I don't know if it's a bummer.
Speaking of Luke, I really like what he's been doing lately. Mark Hamill. Because he was quiet for so long. Remember he had that accident, and then he was just kind of like off the map. I mean, he was doing stuff. Yeah. But we didn't see him a lot. You know, I think he was self-conscious about some of the scarring he got from his accident.
You're talking way back.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, because we didn't see him. He was doing voice work. Remember, he did the Joker for Batman and stuff, but we really didn't see him in movies.
He got in that accident in between 70s Star Wars movies.
I know, but you're saying after the Star Wars movies,
gotcha.
You didn't see him much.
Oh, in any movies?
Yeah, you didn't really see him in much. I mean, Jay and Silent Bob, but
he made a lot of money, in the Star Wars movies, and then all of his
Joker
appearances and the Joker stuff. I don't know how much he makes doing voiceover,
but it's Mark Hamill. I'm willing to bet he makes a lot.
Yeah.
But lately he's been doing interviews, a lot of interviews. He's really getting in the light, and he's funny.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
I mean, I had no idea that he had so much personality.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, any interview you see with him, he's very energetic.
Still kind of a bummer that Carrie Fisher died.
I would agree, yeah.
She was entertaining.
Like those Marb Reds, you know? I'm serious.
Did you ever see her stand-up, Wishful Drinking?
She did a stand-up?
It was more of a spoken word.
Really?
But it's really good.
Oh, when was this?
A few years ago, 5-6 years ago. But it was basically a spoken word thing where she just and the whole stage that she's on is set up kind of like a room, you know, like couch, a real comfy, warm room that you'd want to just hang out in. And she just talks about anecdotal shit from her life and stuff. You know, another really good movie that's a pseudo biography or kind of about her, Postcards from the Edge with Shirley MacLaine and Meryl Streep. And Meryl Streep is like this actress, up-and-coming actress, whose mother is an old, not necessarily a washed-up actress, but, you know, another big actress from back in the day. And it's just about their relationship and then her trying to break into acting and stuff. And it's basically loosely based on Carrie Fisher and her mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because her mom, she was in The Unsinkable Molly Brown. It was a huge movie. It was like a musical, but from the 60s, 70s kind of deal.
Okay.
But she was in, her mom was in a lot of other, she was big. Like she married Eddie Fisher. That's where Carrie, he was he was one of the Rat Pack.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, really?
Yeah.
The original Rat Pack?
Debbie
Really?
Reynolds, right? Yeah, Debbie Reynolds was her mom.
Okay.
So
she came from Fame.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
gotcha.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but Postcards from the Edge is actually a pretty goddamn humorous movie.
Okay.
You know, so it's sorry to rant on
That's
Carrie
all right,
Fisher and her mom.
You're a big Carrie Fisher fan, eh?
No, well, it's from my that and her mom is like from my generation.
Gotcha.
More so her mom. You know, so that's just
nice.
Me sharing. I like to share.
So she's in the new movie.
Yes, she's like all CG'd.
Yeah.
Like they did Mon Mothma. Who names their kid there?
I don't know.
What do you want to call him, Frank?
Yeah.
Because Frank had a stroke.
Yeah. It was supposed to be...
He wanted to name her after his mother, but she just heard, Mon Mother.
Oh, that's right. He was CG in the first one. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, see? She.
Oh, yeah, duh, she.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, unless there's something I didn't know. Because
no, I was thinking Grand Moff.
Me Too thing?
Grand Moff Tarkin in...
Grand Moff. Ooh, yeah.
What the fuck? It was the other one.
He was CG in that,
the side Star Wars movie. The
the
Rogue One. Yeah.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
Did they do Rogue 2?
That was a good dad joke.
No. Sir, that would be... I would expect Disney to do the next one to be Rogue 2.
The next one's Solo. A Han Solo story.
Right.
Yeah.
And who's playing Solo as a kid?
I don't remember. I just know that Dan Glover is doing... Or Don Glover is... Sky City...
yeah. Lando.
Lando, thank you.
Related to Danny?
I don't think he's related to Danny. Oh.
Don Glover is not related to Danny Glover?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, just last names in acting, you know.
I just know the funniest thing he did was an interview on... it was Conan or something. I don't know, but he was talking about Twitter. And for the longest time, he didn't realize, his name is Donald Glover, that his Twitter handle looks like Dong Lover. And he said, he's like, I didn't realize this till I was an adult. I was paying bills and taxes, and I did not realize my fucking Twitter handle was Dong Lover. Yeah, it was fucking great. Like, wow.
That is good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I've told you the email story.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what you say on the podcast, though.
I don't know. We had this one guy, I forget the company he was with, but the way they did the email addresses was the first 3 of your last name and the first 3 of your first name in that order, right?
Yeah.
So this guy's name was Don Hardy.
Okay.
And so his email address was hardon at .com.
Yeah.
And the IT wouldn't fucking change it. That's our policy. It's like, dude, come on.
My name cannot be Hardon. I'm sorry, man.
Because I tell you, if I get an email from you, I don't give a fuck what you're selling. You're going to hear back from me.
Yeah, no
Just
shit.
because that is a fucking name. I mean, to actually say, all right, bitch, that's my email address. All right? I sell shit. Buy my shit because I'm mad about my email address.
You know Experts Exchange, right?
Yeah.
When I was on that email chain, like every once in a while you get emails from expert, whatever.
Right.
It looked like Expert Sex Change. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Expert Sex Change?
Right.
Yeah, but it's Experts
And
Exchange.
you're like, why isn't this hitting my spam?
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus, JP, we need to fix this. I'm getting Expert Sex Change emails.
Expert sex change. Just because you don't want like drive-through sex change, right?
No, you want the experts.
You want the experts.
They're going to lop off the twig and berries.
I think anytime your company or a company says experts in the name, they're not.
Yeah, probably.
Because if you are, you shouldn't have to say expert. Is there any experts here who could fly a plane?
Yeah, we're a company. You should be an expert. You don't need to say that.
Yes.
That's like saying we're a company.
Or
really?
Now with real ... So what you're saying is like before there was no real ...
Oh, those were fake experts. Now they're real experts. They weren't before, but we've been doing this long enough where they've just happenstance. Yeah.
The human condition.
Yes.
We were talking about this. That's an ongoing topic for us.
Yep. Just, the simple story of we're this random group of things. We don't know where we came from. We're on this rock hurling through this endless space. Everything seems to have no meaning or answers. And we're just kind of floating in this little ocean of chaos.
Right. An organism unto ourselves.
Yep.
Life. And it's
and we're not sure who's in control.
Sad state anymore.
If you stay there for a long period of time, it can be a very sad state.
Yeah. I'm here for a good 70-odd years.
Well, I mean, you're not constantly in the human condition where you're sitting there analyzing everything about it. You're not constant. I'm sorry, dude. You can't remember where your glasses are half the time. You're doing work shit. You're focusing on other shit outside
but there's always ponderances going on in the back burners.
Yeah, I understand. You vocalize a lot of those, but you're not always in the boiler room of.
I'm actually probably more in that than I'm not. I'm not saying all the time, but I'm definitely more than I'm not, because I'm always thinking about that shit. Just because I'll see something or I'll hear something, because I hang out on Imgur a lot, right? And it's not all just titties and cats, right? I mean, there's a lot of feels shit you'll get on there sometime, like just stories of just humanity. Somebody just actually going that extra mile, or just somebody making that ultimate sacrifice. And so I since I'm on Imgur as much as I am, I do see a lot of that stuff. So I'm always looking at, like, especially on Imgur, because Imgur is actually a good little microcosm for the human condition. Because somebody will post something that's really poignant. There's a salient meaning or message in there, and then you'll look and you've got like hundreds of downvotes. Okay, why are you downvoting this? I mean, where people, you get a pretty cat, just a pretty cat, not mine. Mine are pretty, but I'm talking just a pretty cat, like hundreds of downvotes.
It makes you wonder who's doing that. You know what I mean? Like, what's the?
This is the internet. We love cats. You can't come to the internet without liking cats.
I mean, that's a human condition right there. That's somebody who wants to go into these forums and just downvote everything.
They just like
generally very young.
Die. Ooh, titties, don't die. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's just funny how we were talking about how I think I'd suggested that people will take that path of least resistance, when it comes to thinking things through. And there's just I think a lack of conscientiousness amidst the populace as a whole.
Yeah.
Right now people are just either they don't give a shit, they don't want to give a shit, or they're tired of giving a shit. Either way, there's not enough people giving a shit.
Yep. I would agree.
That's all I have to say about that.
Well, I mean, if you want to sit here and analyze that, nobody has any assurances of anything. It's tough to believe anything you read. It's tough to believe anything you hear.
Everything's derivative. I'll give you that.
And we don't even know what this whole fucking thing is. You know what I mean?
But if you're in Cub Foods, right?
Yeah.
You're in the ethnic aisle.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And you take out a can of tomatoes, you put it in your cart, and another can of tomatoes falls on the floor. You don't just walk away.
Oh, you're talking
stop.
very simple things.
You pick that up. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
It starts with the simplest of fucking things. Pick those fucking tomatoes up. Put them back on the fucking shelf.
I'm trying to analyze the ocean of chaos, and you're talking about fucking tomato cans. I love it.
But
that's great.
You have to reduce it down to that first step.
Yep.
You know, it's like
that's
that little kid I saw at the store who I just wanted to harm so greatly. He had 2 toys. He's standing in the toy aisle. Mom comes into the aisle. He drops one on the ground and runs to Mom. I want this toy. I want this toy. I'm like, I want to fucking harm your kid, lady.
Did you see him do it?
Yes.
And she just let it go?
Just let it go.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Again, path of least resistance there.
Yep. I think if everybody had just the fucking thought process of, here's the deal. If people want to hurry up, get the fuck out of their way. If people want to drink water and I'm in the way, get out of the way. If my kid is throwing shit on the ground, it's in somebody's way, get it out of the way. Put it back.
Put it back. And teach your kids.
Yeah. What?
You just teach your fucking kids. I mean, get your little ass back there and pick that. I'll take off my shoe.
Yeah. If what you're doing is affecting people. Did your mom ever hit you
with a shoe?
No, never get hit by a fucking shoe.
Fuck, that sucks.
I wasn't a dick. Like you. Trust me, I got mine too. It was a squeeze of the head.
Yeah, you got that. Yeah, you had squeeze of the head. My mom could have played. She could have been like the next catfish hunter.
Oh,
because
really?
I remember one time she whipped a 2-pound thing of Vaseline. Because I'd scared Brant, and he ran into the living room and he into my mom's arms and pulled her earring out, and well, the obvious response, right? Pick up this 2-pound thing of Vaseline and hurl it at me right in the face. But I mean, it was good. I mean, she picked it up. She knew what she wanted to hit. She threw the ball. It's like,
so that's what that mom should have done for that kid. Threw a toy at his fucking head.
Yes.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
Don't throw a toy at your kid's head. You
throw Vaseline.
That toy's very expensive. Vaseline is much cheaper.
Much cheaper.
How did he do that smoke thing in the video we watched tonight? Was that a balloon? How did he get that smoke where it dropped on the model's head?
Hold on, folks. We'll get you there. So there's this video we watched. I don't know how the hell you got here, but this video we watched of this model setting up for a shoot where they filled, I think it was a bubble. He was blowing bubbles. He put smoke into the bubble.
That was a bubble.
And they let the bubble fall down in front of her face. The camera's at her side.
Yeah.
And she pushes her face through the bubble. And the guy takes the picture or whatever. Yeah, and it looked like a head with smoke coming out of it, basically.
You think we could reproduce that?
I'm sure we could. If we had enough time.
We should, not on the show. We should do that with your head.
I think I'm good.
Okay, we'll do it with my head. Cool. I don't give a fuck.
All right.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll fucking do it.
You're right. You will do it. That sounds good.
Damn, man. You're just so...
Dude, I'm too caught up in the human condition. I had to take the path of least resistance. I'm throwing fucking toys everywhere. Everywhere. So
you're throwing a toy. You're throwing a toy. Everybody throws a toy. Look under your seats.
My favorite thing to do is to go to the ethnic aisle and just throw fucking cans of tomatoes on the ground. Because... fuck the world. What is this, man?
Just start opening up the hot sauces and say, too hot. Throw it on the ground. Open another one. Ugh, too hot.
Yep.
They're just all too hot. And you just keep throwing it on the ground.
Exactly.
Until Daryl comes over because Larry's on lunch break.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that. Daryl.
You know, one of my favorite things in the whole human condition is the people who are in total, I'm locked up. I don't know what to do. They're basically with that woman we saw today who was going the wrong way.
Oh, dude!
And she was going the wrong way in a mall that was all one ways or whatever.
The window, and it wasn't even really
She was stopped.
And everyone else is going 5 miles an hour,
wondering what the fuck is this loose cannon doing.
But she was just sitting there. Come on, give me the mimicry.
What? She's just sitting there going, I don't know what the fuck.
But she had her hands up too. She's like,
she's just like, I know I fucked up. I don't know what to do. What's next?
She was so she just went primal jazz hands.
Yeah, it's just that full lockup. I fucked up. All these people know I fucked up, and
that is funny though. Right there, you just landed on something where people that you don't know seeing you do something stupid will just kind of lock you up. It's like, oh fuck, what are people going to think of me?
And you'll never talk to them again in your entire life.
You're never going to talk.
Right.
And they're mall people. I'm a mall person, so I can say they're mall people.
Fucking mall.
I'm a mall person.
This is a new thing.
Yeah, we don't notice things like that.
It's funny how easily people get embarrassed.
We do notice it long enough to go, what an idiot, and then we move on.
Yeah,
but we know. No, but we know that we're that idiot sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
So as long as you know that you're going to be that idiot, it's okay to go, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But you just, as long as you're okay to be that idiot once in a while.
But it's the deal. Like, it's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
We've all been idiots. We've all been there. People laughed at us.
And I don't care how cool you think you are. When you do that stupid thing or you miss a step or you fall on your ass, first thing you do is look, did anyone see me?
Shit, I'll never forget at work one time, one of the stupidest fucking things. I don't know how long I was walking around like this. I must have used the bathroom. I didn't put my belt back on. So it was hanging.
I've done that.
And so I buttoned and zipped back up, and I'm walking around, whatever, back and forth between a few areas, and I look down, and I'm with, I'll just go vice president at the time, and I go, why didn't anybody tell me I'd probably been walking around like this for an hour and a half with my fucking belt dangling down. What the fuck? Help a guy out.
Or your fly open. That's another fun one. It's like, because I'm a fly checker. I'll be like, be walking. It was like, whoop, flies up, good.
Yep.
Everyone's, it's one of those, you do that check. But everyone's want to be like, whoa, we got zips in the water.
If somebody's flies down, I'm going to tell them. If somebody's got food on their mouth, I'm going to tell them. There's a booger hanging out of their mouth, I'm going to tell them. If they're fucking, anything is fucked up,
that
where
show
you
we were
want them
watching
to know.
the news where they were interviewing Mr. Santorum.
Oh, God.
What's his name? The anchor.
White.
Halfway through, he got the little
white
thing.
slime.
Yeah, and you'd think that his producer would come up there and go,
yeah. So I guarantee, because I'd tell him I'd come right live on the air, back of my head in front of the camera. You got shit on your mouth.
You got shit.
Back mouth.
No, wouldn't it be cool though how would he do it? How would he without being obvious? Because maybe the producer would go,
yeah,
and he's like, the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah, wipe your goddamn mouth.
Oh, no, man. I got to stay.
Get all dramatic with it.
I'm a talking head.
Like that.
Or just pick up your copy. Well, according to this. Yeah.
Some weird camera ideas there.
Hey, look, that white thing's gone now.
Yeah, interesting. Nicely done.
Bring Santorum full screen just for a second.
Yeah.
They run over there.
That's how you do it.
And
that's exactly how you do it. Yeah. That's exactly, you got it right there.
So what else do we have to talk about? The book is coming out. We talked about that.
Yep.
Ready Player One is coming out. Trump. We talked about that.
Yep. He's been quiet.
Huckleberry, just because I like calling her Huckleberry.
What is her actual last name?
Huckabee. Sarah Saunders Huckabee. Sarah Huckabee Saunders.
Yeah.
Her eyes really freak me out. And I'm sorry, I'm not making fun of people who have lazy eyes, but there's just something about her lazy eye that just scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I mean, did I tell you about the video I saw of this bizarre looking fucking doll that looked really almost human, right? It's just a little, like, probably a 3-year-old boy.
Did it look like Huckabee?
No.
Oh.
Well, no, but we're talking eyes here.
Okay.
But these eyes, the eyes that were in this doll.
Buckle in, people. Buckle in.
So it was like a little, say, 3-year-old kid, just dressed like in a nice little kid suit. And he's sitting there like that, But his eyes were like marbles.
Are you assuming it's gender?
Yes.
Okay.
And the iris was just basically a black spot, with a little bit of opacity on the edges, in the middle of the eye. So when you looked at it head on, it looks like it's looking at you. And as you move to the side, as your perspective shifts, his eyes
still looking at you.
Are looking at you.
Oh, I saw there was a GIF about that. I'm like, yeah, fuck that thing of nightmares.
I want to get that for the next time Christine comes.
He likes to scare Christine.
I taunt the fuck out of her.
Oh, it's not in here, but he's got like a cardboard cutout of the
zombie,
Walking Dead
zombie eating a deer leg, and I put that down in front of her door, and then she put it in front of the door and scared herself, and then I put it in the eye. It's fun.
John likes to fuck with people.
I fuck with people because I expect to be fucked with equally.
It never happens, though.
I'm open for it. From the people I fuck with.
Yeah. If you want us to fuck with you, like if that's your goal, this is how I know it's not. If you do want us to fuck with you, you would say, fuck with me, I'm not going to fuck with you anymore.
Oh, no. No, fuck with me.
There you go.
See, it's on. Then you got to be careful because it becomes like a competition.
That's true. That's when people get nut tapped after they have surgery. Yeah.
Yes.
It's an old story from coworkers where a nut tap happened on a person who had just had...
That was Montgomery, right?
A hysterectomy? No.
Vasectomy?
No, not a...
Yeah, I think it was a vasectomy.
Oh, it is a vasectomy.
Oh,
what was I thinking? Hysterectomy?
No.
That's something else. But
yeah, she would have that.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. Vasectomy, hysterectomy. Okay.
Yeah, so you don't want to be... No, why don't they call it a hysterectomy or a hysterectomy? And then one could be like, never mind.
They came from other languages.
I remember the time I got nut tapped at work.
You did.
By
you love
a salesman.
This story. Yeah.
This is a good story. You have to admit.
It's okay.
It's okay. Well, when he came on, him and Jason, the other guy who they hired at the same time, somehow they got this college buddy thing going on, and they're nut tapping each other all the time, right? And so Reed thought it'd be fun to nut tap me one day, and he got me. And, did the one knee, took a knee, and like, oh shit, that's gonna come back to you. Oh fuck. And it's like you can't breathe, feel your stomach's all up in your throat.
The gut
shit.
pain. Yep.
Yeah. So months go by, because you know me, man. I'm fucking Yakuza when it comes to revenge. And I'm working on his computer one day, and he's sitting there leaning against us, like I'm right here, and like he's leaning, and he's just leaning. I just noticed he's leaning in this perfect position, and I'm like, hey, I think we're done here. Oh shit, one more thing. He's like, what? And I'm like, whap, just that 2-finger tap, dropped him right to his both knees, and he just goes, oh god, fuck, that was good. That was good. Oh, I'm going to be sick. Oh, we're done here. And I walked away. Just left him on his knees at his own desk.
Oh, you son of a bitch. That's great.
But just the fact that he said, oh, that was good. he kind of had that. Remember, he had that Ed McMahon laugh.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah. I didn't talk to him much.
When he had a good laugh going, and his nuts just got tapped hard. Yeah. He never did that to me again.
Well, I think you were even at that point, right?
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're even, so technically he's up.
Sure.
At that point. But no, I don't tap anymore.
Yeah, I never got into the nut tapping. I had a friend who did that all the time. So after a while, I just learned to always guard my nuts around him.
Yep.
So it never happened again after that.
I've never nut tapped you.
No.
But I will do that like I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm. Don't.
But no, but you're quick. Yeah. You're always quick. He's like a fucking ninja.
My buddy Ryan, we have him to thank for that.
But it's just
he
cool
was around, it was always like trying to fuck with everything.
But I mean, I just go like that, and you're like,
yeah.
It makes that sound.
Yep.
To like kung fu sounds.
Yeah, I learned from Steven Seagal. It's just random flicks and whatever, and that's it. That's it.
What about Neo? Because Neo and
because we have a similar body type now. So.
Neo,
sorry.
Neo was doing that Seagal stuff in kind of in the Matrix.
But he was also in the computer. He could slow things down, speed things up.
Like vibrators?
I imagine the Neo could probably fuck around with vibrators in the Matrix. Sure.
So after watching the Matrix, did you find yourself watching for glitches?
No.
You didn't find yourself ever like noticing?
No.
Hey.
I thought they did a wonderful job describing things you notice in everyday life, because we were noticing those things before the Matrix came out. Do you remember the feeling that gave you when you figured out what the fuck they were talking about? Because remember, it wasn't revealed right away.
Oh yeah,
what
the way they're talking about coincidence and
yeah. And I just remember when I figured out, like, holy shit, premise alone, it's going to be hard for them to really fuck this up. It was like Inception. I went in knowing nothing about it, and then when I figured out what it was, I'm like, oh, they're gonna have to try pretty hard to fuck this up.
Yep,
just premise alone.
Now, did you like all of the Matrix movies?
No, not really. I mean, number 1 was the most memorable. I mean, I liked 2 and 3. They just weren't amazing. They got too heavy-handed into the Bible shit.
I liked aspects of 2. I didn't like 2 as a whole.
2 was the one with the 2 white dread dudes.
Yeah.
Okay, that was cool. A cool fight scene.
Yeah, that was okay. Well, you know what? I liked the freeway scene. I liked the Frenchman scene.
Yeah, he was a cool character, and the girl with him. I thought
Monica
they were
Bellucci.
dynamic.
Yeah, but when he did that, that lady just wanted some pie, and he just made that pie do all kinds of things to her body in a good way, in a very, very good. And the actress I got for that pie eater lady, was like, okay, I see what you're doing, saw what you did. You do it again, I'll let you.
And that guy was, I want to say he was a French actor, or he had like kind of a French accent, right?
No, he is French.
He was French.
Because he was also in Timeline, Michael Crichton's Timeline.
Oh, okay.
The time travel one where they went back to the English-French war and shit, and then came back without really affecting time.
Oh, was that Jurassic Park?
Well, same guy who wrote it.
I know. That's the...
Oh, you're being...
I'll slow these down.
Oh, why are you still alive?
Oh, look at the time. God
Mom.
damn, it's...
Mom, Aaron's being mean again.
Yeah.
A.
That's such a great skit.
That is a very good skit.
Yeah. Key and Peele.
What else have we been... We talked about the book.
Here we go again.
Yep.
Go get through them all again.
No, I'm just...
We talked about the book. We're talking about Ready Player... I'm sorry. I have to be that guy right now.
Got through a conundrum at work last week, which was nice. I don't want to get into geek speak, but I had one. I'm just...
Okay. It's interesting. That's a ringer you have for somebody? You have Dead or Alive as a ringer for somebody?
Yes. Jill, my niece.
Why do you have Dead or Alive as a ringer for Jill, your niece?
I don't know. I was sober.
I think we need to know as a collective, as the digital barnyard minions.
Sober.
Okay.
So don't blame me for things I do when I'm sober.
Are you going to talk about... Are you going to recap what we already talked about again?
I was trying to before you interrupted me with your ringtone.
Oh, with my ringtone.
Do you see how I just turned that around?
So you're like, wait, I'm not your niece. What? My name isn't Liz. What the fuck?
Liz. Hello, Liz. That sounds like a name that you would give yourself if you decided to be referred to as a woman.
Okay.
And you wouldn't be Elizabeth.
We'll wrap the whole little thing up tonight with what name would you give yourself if you were a woman?
You're not going to go with Liz?
Definitely not. I would go...
How about Becky?
I would go with like something a little bit different, like a Danica or a... Not Becky. Fuck, I hate that name. I'm sorry. I fucking hate the name Becky. I can't stand
It's not
that
up
name.
there on my list
No
either.
offense to any Beckys. You didn't name yourself. It's not your fault. Your parents suck. I don't like the name Becky.
Rebecca.
Rebecca's better than Becky.
Rebecca always ends up
I don't
as
like
Becky.
Dolores. I don't like that name.
Really?
Nope. I don't like that name.
How come?
It sounds like a fucking venereal disease.
You've got Dolores.
You got the Dolores again.
You've got Dolores Veniceptus.
Yep.
So what?
I would go with like a Danica or a Sarah. There you go. That'd be mine.
Sarah?
Yep.
Saren.
No, not Sarah. It's nothing to do with my current name. What would yours be?
I'd stay close to home and I'd go with Joanna.
Why is that close to home?
John.
Oh, gotcha. No, you don't pick like favorite names. I mean, I'm not picking names that suit me. I'm picking like, some of my favorite names. I would have to say Danica's one of them. I like that name. I kind of like Olivia. That's kind of a cool name.
But it's got to be a girl's name.
Yeah, what's your favorite girl's name outside of Brenda?
Kira.
Kira? No shit, like Kira Knightley. Like Kira.
As long as she's not laughing. She just looks like a happy gopher when she laughs.
No, I'm not talking Kira Knightley. You just like the name Kira.
Kira.
No shit. Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
Kira or Kara?
Oh, I like Kara.
I'll go with Kara.
Yeah, that's a good name.
KhahraH.
God damn. That's very specific.
For the new millennium.
Yeah. Wow.
What do you think? We should make a millennial cookbook.
It would just be what? Instead of water, use tears? I mean, what?
Of children? No, we just basically, it would be just dissected meals. Everything would be on the side. Can I get the dressing on the side? Can I get this?
Gotcha. Everything would be gluten-free.
Everything's gluten-free and no gluten. In fact, maybe a side of gluten. I like the gluten-free. Can I get a side of gluten?
But all these meals have to be very easy because we don't want to work too hard, right?
Yeah, so they'd be delivered in like one little box with like little, like the cherry tomato things, but with your different ingredients.
And the ingredients, like if you added them up in the most conservative way possible, they'd be about $10, but they want the meal for $4.
Right. And they're going to need a picture chart on which items go together for which meals on which day.
And don't assume a vegetable is a vegetable. That's assuming its type, and we can't do that.
And
they're all fluid.
It's nutritional appropriation.
Exactly. And the pyramid, I'm sorry, but some of those are on top of the others, and that's not okay.
No, because this is not an orgy. This is dinner.
The pyramid is not a line.
It's a linear thing. So, yes, the pyramids are not for dinner.
Yep. Exactly.
And that's it. That's all I have to say about that.
We got it. All right. Well, we have been on for long enough now.
Okay.
It is time for us to go. Okay. So I just want to say we're sorry for tonight.
No. Sponsor.
We apologize. You had one that you wanted to say. It was
Mighty Marcus Tiger Prawns.
That was not what it was.
Well, no, but that was them. Actually, that wasn't my niece. That was our sponsor.
Who was calling you? They always call early. Yeah. So what was that again?
Tiger Prawns.
What was the beginning
God,
of it?
You know, this is why I
Mighty
think he was
something or other?
Mighty Simon?
Yeah, well, sure. We'll go with Mighty Simon.
Mighty Simon's Tiger Prawns.
What do they sell at this company?
Tiger Prawns.
What's a tiger prawn?
They're big shrimp.
With
giant shrimp with stripes. Yes. They have they're like green. Well, it depends on the shrimp, but they could be it's almost like a weird colorless, brown, green.
They're feral as well, I would imagine.
Primitively so, yes.
Primitively feral.
Yeah, because they'll draw cave animals and shit on your walls.
Okay. Well, we better get the fuck out of here before he offends everybody. No.
No. Who did I offend there? The cave animals?
All the prawns, dude. The prawns listen.
The tiger prawns.
The prawns are always listening.
Rawr.
Fucking wow.
Hey, speaking of tiger prawns, we have a tiger right here. A little kitty.
It's not a tiger. It's a cat.
Corin.
It's this cat that's so beautiful and lovely would kill you if it was big enough.
She would. Oh, yeah. If we died here in the house.
No, they would eat you if you died.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
No. They would kill you if they were big enough.
Maybe, because I've seen some pictures, some video with lions and stuff where they raise them and then they see them after so many years and the lion runs up and hugs them and doesn't try to eat them.
I've seen that as well. Yeah.
So it might not.
I also saw who was it? Siegfried and
Roy.
And the tigers like them too, and then it didn't, and it basically killed the guy.
It's torn. Well, it didn't kill him, but it just ruined his life forever.
It definitely tried. Yeah, killed his career.
It killed him.
No. You stay down there. I'm not a table for your amusement.
I am. Fuck you. I'm not the walkway.
Goddamn right. Lead me to the building.
Lead me to the building. Fuck you.
All right, people. This train's on fire. It's been on fire this entire time. We're going to actually stop the train to try and put it out.
Yes. Hey, thanks for tuning in.
And we'll see you next week.
Hopefully we were entertaining. If not, don't consider it a waste of time. It's just consider an object lesson in how to maybe not spend your time when you're trying to spend better time with the times you got.
All right, everybody. Have a good one.
I love you.
Bye-bye.